This is a video response to EWilsonLife, and she was talking about in her video about alcohol, particularly hard alcohol, being readily available in places like pharmacies and supermarkets. This is something I'm totally against. Now, a lot of people out there might hold a different opinion than I do. But remember that EWilsonLife asked for our opinions. So the people that are taking a different opinion than me, their opinion would be a response to her, not a reply to my video that I'm doing right here. It would be like, fine, Ed believes this, but I believe that. And there are actually people that are going to probably try to, rail on what I'm doing right here, but, that's not the purpose of the video. But the reason why that I'm so against it, I've had some friends and family members in the past that have had some issues with alcohol. They're wonderful, lovely people. Some are still alive, some are deceased. I love them to death. But when they had the alcohol in them, it was like they were a totally different person. You can't deal with a person when they're under the influence of alcohol. And every apartment complex I've lived in, there's been alcohol-related issues. Every single one of them. When I lived in Pennsylvania, when I lived in Delaware, and down here. Let me tell you a story about what happened down here. There was two young girls that lived 2 stories above me. And what happened was I went out to do some volunteer church work on a Saturday morning. I guess I must have left my apartment about 7:30 in the morning. I arrived back at 1:30 in the afternoon. And I walk in, and there's water coming through my roof. And I'm thinking, what happened? Did a pipe break or something? So I was very, very fortunate. I walked out of my apartment, happened to see one of the maintenance guys walking across the parking lot. I'm like, help! Help! I need you! So he came over and addressed the situation right away. And it was just, a fortunate thing that he was walking across the parking lot at that time, because generally what we have to do is call a phone number and now go to an answering system, and then they would pick up the answering system when I get back to the main office. I just happened to see the guy, so it worked out good. So he come over, he took a look at the leak real quick, goes up to the second floor. Second floor apartment is vacant. They're remodeling that for another person to move in at the beginning of the following month. It was totally drenched. Ceiling, walls, floor, totally drenched with water. He goes up to the third floor, knocks on the door. Girl comes out half asleep, looks down at the floor, and her floor, not her ceiling, but her floor, is totally saturated with water. She looks scared to death and doesn't know exactly what to say to the guy. He hears water running. So he walks in. Here what had happened was she had a little too much to drink the night before. And she turned on her bath water. She wanted to take a bath in the bathtub. About 7:30 in the morning. And then sat down on the couch. She had never gotten her clothes off. But within about 30 seconds, she was like this. And there she slept for the next 6 hours. And in that time, the bath water just kept coming out, and coming out, and coming out, and coming out. Totally destroyed her apartment, totally destroyed the apartment in the second floor, and just put a little water spot in my roof. The water was just starting to come through. And he was very fortunate where he was able to get a hold of people. I got a free carpet cleaning job and a free ceiling painting job in my apartment out of the deal. But this was all caused because of alcohol. And then you run into other things, like there'll be another building that'll be across the parking lot from me. And you hear people that are down in the parking lot and they're shouting up to the people that are up on the third floor. And my reaction is, shut up, I want to go to sleep. So I've taken to sleeping with my television on, so it kind of like drowns out everything that's outside. But you know, if I leave my television on all night, I'm paying for electricity. But it's been very fortunate where that problem hasn't occurred too much in 2012. But you know, every apartment is prone to things like that happening. And this is all alcohol. So the more readily available you make it, the more people will drink it. And the reason I'm against it is because when I have to personally deal with a person that's under the influence, it's a pain in the tail end. And I'm too old for that stuff. I don't want to have to deal with it. I just want to enjoy my life. I want to have a good time. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to have to deal with issues on a night where I'm just chilling out. That's my opinion. Thank you for allowing me to bore you. Have a great day. Bye.